Cancer is a class of disease that is characterized by uncontrolled cell growth and multiplication. Cancer can be classified as benign or malignant. Benign tumors are usually stationary and have not undergone metastasis, or the spreading from one area of the body to another. Malignant cancer is deadly and has often undergone metastasis. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss what causes cancer, from the environmental factors to biological causes. Also, we will discuss common types of cancer, diagnosis, and treatments. Cancer occurs when a cell does not stop dividing. Usually, cells stop reproducing when they become overcrowded. This is called contact inhibition or density-dependent inhibition. Cancerous cells do not respond to this contact inhibition and continue to divide. But why do these cells continue to divide? Certain genes known as proto-oncogenes code for proteins that stimulate normal cell growth and division. These genes are necessary to regulate cell growth. Another type of gene, called the tumor suppressor gene, produces proteins that prevent uncontrolled cell growth. A mutation in either of these genes can have potentially disastrous effects. If a proto-oncogene experiences a mutation or transposition, it can create too much of a protein and allow a cell to grow infinitely. If tumor suppressor genes are also mutated, they will not prevent this cell growth, and the cell will become a cancerous cell, constantly undergoing mitosis. Now let's do a quick review over the information through an animated video.
Cancer is a group of over 100 diseases characterized by abnormal, uncontrolled cell growth. In a healthy body, cells grow, die, and are replaced in a very controlled way. Damage or change in the genetic material of cells by environmental or internal factors sometimes results in cells that do not die and continue to multiply until a mass of cancer cells or a tumor develops. Most cancer-related deaths are due to metastasis, malignant cells that penetrate into the circulatory system and establish colonies in other parts of the body. Great advancements have been made, but cancer is still the leading cause of death for people under the age of 85. In the United States, 1 in every 4 people die from cancer.
Mutations in the DNA are usually caused by external factors such as smoking, poor diet, lack of physical activity, infections, radiation, and environmental pollutions. A carcinogen is any chemical that is directly linked with causing cancer. A prime example is tobacco, which is linked with cancer in the lungs, head, larynx, stomach, neck, and mouth. We will spare you any nasty pictures of oral cancer. Alcohol is also linked with cancer. Working with poisonous chemicals or substances such as lead and asbestos can also cause cancer. 2 to 20% of cancers are attributed to working environments. Poor diet and exercise habits cause around 30% of cancers and around 20% in the United States. Without exercise, the lymphatic system does not filter out toxins properly from the blood. Obesity forces unnecessary stresses upon your body, which is indirectly linked to cancer. Radiation can cause a mutation in the genes that we mentioned earlier by direct contact. A common cause of cancer is UV radiation or sunlight. Too much sunlight without a form of protection opens up the possibility of sunburn and damage to DNA, which could, by chance, cause cancer. Skin cancer is the most common cancer from radiation. A small amount of cancers are hereditary and are caused by the high potential of an individual to experience a mutation in the proto-oncogenes or tumor suppressor genes. Also, certain retroviruses inject oncogenes or cancer-causing genes into infected cells, which can cause the creation of a cancerous cell. Symptoms are generally divided into 3 groups: local, metastatic, and systemic. Local symptoms include lumps or swelling and bleeding caused directly by the tumor itself. Initial swelling can be painless, however. Metastatic symptoms include any signs of spreading throughout the organs. Enlarged lymph nodes, liver, or spleen are evidence of cancer in the bloodstream. Systemic symptoms affect the entire body. They include sweating, weight loss, low red blood cell count, and many others. Treatments are determined by the location and severity of the tumor. Less dangerous tumors can be removed through surgery. More systemic cancers must undergo either chemotherapy or radiation therapy. Chemotherapy is the use of many or few chemicals to target and eliminate a specific microorganism or cancer cell. A famous count of chemotherapy is the play by Margaret Edson called Wit. Chemotherapy targets any fast-dividing cells of the body. Therefore, loss of hair and blood is common, as well as depression of the immune system, fatigue, and nausea caused by stomach difficulty. Due to a depressed immune system, chemotherapy patients are constantly at risk of infections. Radiation therapy is utilized to cure patients and provide symptomatic relief when cure is not possible. Side effects include damage to the surface skin where it was applied and damage to blood vessels or tissues. In the future, the area treated with radiation is more likely to be affected by cancer again, since radiation itself is a cause of cancer. Now we will take a look at one of the most recent treatments for cancer that uses antibodies to limit the growth of a tumor.
And more healthy lives. 1 out of 4 persons will be diagnosed with cancer, and in many cases, current therapy does not provide an effective cure. Biologists know that normal cells divide in a highly regulated and strictly controlled manner, and that cancerous tumors are formed when a cell becomes abnormal and divides without control. Cells of the immune system are capable of detecting and killing these abnormal cells, but in cases of serious disease, the rate of cancer cell division surpasses the effect of the immune system, and the tumor continues to grow. In order to acquire nutrients that are necessary for growth, the tumor cells release a growth factor called PLGF that binds to receptors on nearby capillary blood vessels. This causes the capillary network to expand through the tumor, providing increased blood supply and stimulating tumor growth. Scientists have discovered that this process can be blocked by the administration of a small molecule called anti-PLGF antibody. The antibody binds to the PLGF growth factor, thereby preventing it from associating with the capillary vessel. This effectively blocks the expansion of the capillary network, and tumor growth is slowed because of limited blood supply. Because of the strong positive effect of the anti-PLGF antibodies, the cancer-killing cells of the immune system can now work faster than the rate of cancer cell division, resulting in a marked reduction in tumor size.
Cancer is one of the leading causes of death across every race and nationality, and it will be up to our generation to find a way to prevent it.